Research is thin on the ground, but what little there is suggests that most photographers, even the most serious ones, rarely or never print their work. Whether it's the cost of producing a print, the complexity of the process, or simply the fact that they don't feel like they benefit from seeing the photo somewhere other than on a screen, most photos never make the transition from the digital to the real world. But printing photographs doesn't have to be a serious business, it can be fun too. Enter the Fujifilm Instax Mini Link 3, a pocket-sized photo printer designed to bring the joy of printed images back with a modern twist. Instant Polaroid-style gratification in a 5 by 6 centimeter rectangle. I was flicking through an old family photo album recently, and I was struck by the fact that the timeline in the album basically ends in about the year 2000. The turn of the millennium was when I got my first proper digital camera, and it marked the start of my digital photograph hoarding. After that date, only a minuscule number of my photographs ever escaped from their prison on my hard drive. And because they were there on a hard drive, once I'd finished processing and sharing them on social media, I hardly ever thought about them ever again. Vast numbers of photographs, some artistic, some meaningful on a personal level, some for work, basically just taking up space on my drives. So I decided that I wanted to start printing photos again, filling up photo albums, proper tactile things that can be handled and passed between people or stuck in a cheap frame and put on my desk or coffee table. I do plan to print some photo books too. They're another excellent way of busting your photos out of hard drive prison. I also wanted a more spontaneous option as well. And so, after reading heaps of reviews and being a Fujifilm fanboy, treated myself to an Instax Mini Link 3 and a bundle of print cartridges to go with it. And here it is. This little handheld printer is a bridge between the analog past and our digital present. It cost me 160 Australian bucks from the Instax store on Amazon, which I'm sure you agree is well within that impulse purchase range. Remember, folks, don't browse Amazon drunk. I was surprised to discover that they don't bundle any of the film cartridges with it, so I paid a further 85 Australian dollars for 4 packs of film, each of which contains 10 shots, and which therefore puts the price per print about 2 Australian bucks. In the box, you get a charging cable, a little multi-language booklet, and the printer itself. On the side of the box is a QR code to download the Mini Link app, and that last bit, the app, is of course very important. Fuji call it a smartphone printer, and this isn't marketing speak. The smartphone app is literally the only way to print on the Instax Mini Link 3. Side note, if you do want to print from a computer, get the Instax Wide model. And since this is a Bluetooth device, the first job after you've downloaded the app is to pair your phone with the printer. This is a simple process, and I was up and running in seconds. The app has a simple print mode in which you can select any photo on your smartphone, a weird AR studio mode, a collage mode, a camera mode, a framed print mode, and a match test mode. I must be honest, most of these modes are definitely not pitched at old Gen X blokes like me, but it's been fun experimenting with them. The match test mode, for instance, lets you take a photograph with a friend, and when it's printed, you get a compatibility score captured forever on the print for you to giggle over. The frame print mode has a variety of cheesy frames you can overlay on your prints, and while they are quite clearly aimed at a niche I haven't been part of for over 40 years, the missus loved using them when she printed some of her cats. Configuration settings are, as I'm sure you've already guessed, somewhat limited. You can change between natural and rich color modes, added a timestamp to any print, but that's about it. Once I've got the printer up and running, I found producing these little Polaroid-style prints to be addictive. About 15 minutes after I've loaded the first cartridge, I'd used all 10 of its prints. The prints fade into reality in time-honored fashion over a period of minutes. Don't look their best until at least half an hour afterwards, when the chemicals have all finished stewing. The little 5 cm by 6 cm rectangles do not best lend themselves to conveying the intricate sweeping grandeur of the natural landscape, but that's obviously not what this printer is about. What the Mini Link lends itself best to are shots where there is one simple main subject: a person, a pet, an animal, a tree, a cloud, a flower, or some other cool-looking, well-defined object. The tiny form factor of the prints doesn't matter when you have that one simple main subject, and in fact, in many ways, it enhances it. My missus, Catherine, was very taken by the prints and suggested we get one of those little lines with the clothes pegs on it so that we can hang the little prints up somewhere and enjoy them all the time. In the meantime, I've been putting them on the fridge, where they provide a brilliant talking point for guests and the occasional ritual humiliation of family members. The fun factor means that when you do take a photo you like, you can instantly print it without stressing about settings. Just send it. On a practical level, this would be a fun device to have kicking around in an office environment. Great for printing staff headshots. Might work at peach in a studio environment, but you're not going to get very accurate colours out of it, let's face it. And let's not push the professional credentials of the device too far beyond the realms of credibility, because it's definitely intended for home use with an unashamedly fun feature set, and it's not a professional tool. While the $2 per print cost of the Mini Link 3 isn't the cheapest, the simplicity and convenience device means you're far more likely to print a photo from it than going through all the faff of doing so on your inkjet. The Polaroid-style mounting of the prints means they're much easier to handle and get passed around between people. And the near instant gratification of these titchy prints is highly addictive. I've got a decent Brother inkjet printer upstairs that's capable of producing excellent high-quality prints all the way up to A3. But I haven't used it to print any of my photos in well over 2 years. I've kind of forgotten how nice it is to move a photo from the digital world into a form you can hold in your hands and admire. I won't be printing too many of my landscape photos on it. They obviously don't suit the tiny form factor, but it's great for the stuff I shoot through my big zoom and for photos I take with my iPhone. In the end, the Instax Mini Link 3 isn't about print quality or cost efficiency. It's about rediscovering the forgotten joy of photographs as physical objects. So whether you're preserving memories, embarrassing loved ones, or just indulging your inner child, this little device offers the simple pleasure of printing photos so casually that you'll actually do it rather than just thinking about it for another 20 years. And that will do us for this look at the Fujifilm Instax Mini Link 3, built for teenage girls but tested to destruction by an aging punk. Have you got one of these little portable printers? What do you use it for? Do let me know in the comments section below. A reminder that I'm now publishing online versions of these videos over on Substack with a large number of articles available to read for free, and of course exclusive content for my awesome supporters in the paid tier. If you enjoy this video, then please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel for more photo, video and drone related content from me. Till the next time, guys. Ta-ta.